Hello everybody and welcome back to the playthrough. We are picking up from where we left off in our previous episode, which was just outside the Mistlands. We have been sailing around for a couple of episodes now. We're basically doing a big hunt in the plains to try and find ourselves the location of Yag'Luth, the next boss. And it's been a bit difficult so far. We've only really found one of the areas where you would find a boss runestone to find out where the boss is actually located, or his nearest location anyway. And yeah, we've just been really unlucky with it, so hopefully today our luck might change and we might be able to actually find one of those runestones and find out where the bloody hell Yag'Luth is hiding. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're planning to do today. Hopefully if we do find what we're looking for, sooner rather than later I really hope, we're going to start heading back. We'll probably sail down this eastern coast of that Plains Island, the bit we haven't explored yet. That's pretty much what we're doing now. We were sailing around the Mistlands in our previous episode. Just thought I'd give it a bit of an explore, just to see how big it was. But yeah, that's pretty much what my plan is for the day. And as usual, as we're sailing around, we still can't seem to get any decent wind behind us. We've only just about got it. And we don't really need to turn too much either, so it's not like we can just turn into the wind, so we're just going to have to kind of put up with this. I've only got the mast out, the sail out at half, just so that we've... Oh, there we go, it's turned a bit now. We're just going to start heading this way, see if we can find a bit of land. There's a lot of these kind of smaller, jutting up islands for the Mistlands, but I haven't seen anything significant in terms of land masses, so we're probably going to have to explore on foot when we actually decide to come to the Mistlands after we've finished in the plains. Yeah, there's not a huge distance for us to traverse in terms of coming back, so I don't know how lucky we're going to be in terms of trying to find a location stone for Yag'Luth. And basically I wanted to find the plains as soon as possible. I want to find a plains island and start exploring again. As interesting as the Mistlands is, and as many cool things as we saw in our previous episode, we're not here for that. So I kind of need to avoid sailing around the Mistlands too much. I don't want to spoil too much of it before we get there. This looks like another island or another grouping of Mistland islands. You can see some mist as well, so it looks like there is some kind of landmass. I think that's how you kind of possibly might be able to determine land masses in the Mistlands, is when you can see the actual mist itself. So you can kind of see those big collection of clouds off on the right hand side there. It's that kind of that dark grey, purplish kind of colour hue to it. Ah, wind direction has changed and we've got it in our favour. Thank you very much. Let's get some exploring done. Hopefully this has some plains on it as well. Now, one thing I have done in between the previous episode and this one, because I wanted to be very specific about what I was looking for to find these runestones. One thing I neglected to mention, or one thing I didn't know about until I actually looked it up, was that basically the areas you're looking for to try and find a boss runestone in the plains is those kind of Stonehenge looking areas. So it's kind of like a circle of stone blocks that they're kind of, some of them are kind of shaped into like a doorway or a door frame. So it looks a bit like Stonehenge in that way. But you can also find, one thing I did find, I actually found it on Reddit, to believe it or not, was that you can actually find those kind of stone arches or stone kind of like doorways. So it's kind of like 3 blocks of stone, and there's one sat on top and it kind of looks a bit like a doorway. You can find those just on their own. It doesn't have to be a circular like kind of stone formation. It can just be one like block of 3, like one doorway made of stone. That those can also have rune stones on them as well, which will show you where the boss is. So yeah, we might have been unfortunate and not seen one of those, or we might have sailed past them. Oh, we're going to hit that rock. Oy. I didn't see that one. I was paying too much attention to the one on the right-hand side. That's not good. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with this land, this little island that we found here. We're going to sail around this one and see if we can find ourselves one of those rune stones or one of those stone formations. To be fair, it doesn't look like this island is too big, and strangely enough we're finding a lot of black forest. Although, I will say, finding black forest this far out is quite heartening, it's quite good, because that means that we should be able to have ourselves a pretty decent or a pretty safe location to make a portal, or like a little mini base or something, so that when we are actually exploring the Mistlands we've got somewhere safe to come back to, or if, say, if we die, we have a backup area that we can teleport back to and not worry about being stuck or surrounded by difficult enemies to try and get our stuff back. Oh, we appear to have found some more planes, which is pretty good. Right, need to keep our eyes peeled. And this is why you'll usually hear me complaining about... oh, there's some shipwrecks on the coast there. You can see a couple of smaller boats, but they're kind of crashed up on the shore. If I was to jump off the boat here and chop those down with an axe, those would drop fine wood. Just so you're all aware, if you see those and you're desperate for some fine wood, you can find those, and they will give you some fine wood if you were to cut them down. But yeah, one of the reasons why you keep hearing me complaining about sailing down the coast, and one of the reasons why I stick so close to the coast, obviously, as I've said several times, it's because I'm trying to explore and trying to see, but it's also because when you're looking for something specific, obviously you've got a draw distance or a view distance in the game, and the closer you are inland, the more you'll be able to see on the actual not inland, sorry, the closer you are to land when sailing, the more you'll be able to see on that land. So it makes it easier for you to spot things from a distance. Obviously Valheim isn't a massively taxing game. Sometimes it can push your CPU if there's a lot of spell effects going off on your screen, but it's not a massively taxing game in terms of computing power to run it. So my draw distance, I believe my view distance is max, the max setting that you can have it at. But yes, we are looking for a stone doorway or Stonehenge, another Stonehenge, and seeing as though we've already found one, and we're unfortunate enough to actually find to not find a runestone. Talking about stone so much that I'm confusing which words I'm supposed to say. There's that big stone tower or big stone pillar off in the distance. Those are randomly generated, and a good way of getting a lot of stone if you want some. A lot of stone quickly if you wanted some. Although at this stage in the playthrough, I'd imagine most players would have a lot of stone. Unless, of course, you decided to update all of your buildings into stone buildings, or you were just throwing stone away when you had too much of it. Kind of like what I've done in previous biomes, like on the mountain and stuff. When you're digging out silver and you collect a whole bunch of stone, you can just chuck it down the side of the mountain. It's a bit lazy, but sometimes I just didn't want to cart back a whole bunch of stone. So you can see some trees off in the distance there. I can't tell if it looks like there's trees off in the distance, but it also looks like it might be a stone doorway, so we might actually head up that way if we can avoid this camp. Just off in the distance there, so you can see the two big stone pillars right behind that kind of fulling building. It looks a bit like a stone doorway, kind of like a really wide one. Do you know what? We'll do that anyway. We'll jump off here. There's an actual lore runestone right there as well. Yeah, it really does look like it is one. We're definitely gonna go check that. That's exactly what we're looking for, so let's do that. We don't have our rested buff, so what I might do, grab some stone, and we'll just stick down a campfire and grab rested. We are getting into nighttime as well, so we're going to have to be quick about this. I don't want to risk being swarmed by fullings. There we go. Let's sit down on the floor. There we are, rested, comfort 1, so again, we're not going to get a huge comfort time bonus from this, but fingers crossed it should be enough. Going to leave a little campfire on the minimap It's not exactly on top of the boat, but we won't miss it. There we are, rested comfort 1, 8 minutes. Let's go check it out. Really intrigued to see what it is. I think it is. The closer we're getting to it now, it looks like it is one of those stone doorways. Just a really wide one. I haven't seen one like that before. Looks like a big stone archway. Maybe you could fit 2 of those big stone wooden gates in there. It is. You know, it is. And it's one on its own, so... Oh, is that what I think it is? It is! There's a fulling next to it. It is! It is one of the runestones. We found it, everybody! Hooray! Hooray! The research I did out of the game actually helped. Yag'Luth, where are you? Oh god, you're miles away. Oh, he's not on the island that I was hoping he'd be on. To be fair, he's actually quite close to where our home base is. That is so strange. Well, I say he's pretty close. He's not pretty close at all. He's actually quite far out. But in terms of north and south on the map, he's actually like... he's more centralised than I would have thought he'd been. But he's still quite far away. We're going to have to sail a long distance to get to him. But at least we have a location now, so we know where he is. We know where one of his spawn locations is. So we can now start prepping to make that journey. Okay, right, let's stick a crafting bench down, or a workbench, and we'll repair the boat, because we have hit a few rocks and stuff on our journeys, just to make sure the boat isn't going to break down or anything while we sail back. Oh, actually, it's pretty full, but we'll do it anyway. We are going to head back to the plains base. I'm not going to head all the way back home just yet. We'll probably just take the portal back home. Yeah, I don't want to make that sailing journey. That's going to take us quite a while, but I'm really happy that we found that. Quite far away from where we are, but at least we know. That makes life a bit easier for us. Maybe we'll be, if we might get even luckier and find another runestone that gives us a Yag'Luth spawn location that might be a bit closer to where we currently are in terms of our plains base and stuff. It's unlikely that'll happen, I think, but you never know. Oh, we've just hit some land. I didn't even see that. Yeah, you never know. We might get lucky. Our fortune has turned, and it has finally given us the location of Yag'Luth. That was really fortunate that we decided to sail around this island as well, because this one isn't part of the island I was going to sail past. I just decided to sail around this one as well. So that's really, really fortunate, that is. I'm pretty happy with that. Well, the wind is back in its same location as it was when we first started, so we're going to have to go at half sail for now. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is in terms of speed, but I know it's that the half sail is obviously not as much as the full sail. I'm pretty sure there's a Valheim wiki you can look up, and it's got the specifics, like actual meters per second or something written down. Bless the people who spent all the time trying to work that out. That must have taken a long time. Oh, looks like the wind is changing, just about. We should be quite good with the wind, actually, once we get back to the main land of our plains base. Actually not that far away at all. That's really good, that. It's bloody pitch black here right now. It's misty as well, so you really can't see anything. There could be a rock in front of us and we just wouldn't see it. I also wouldn't complain if we found any more sea serpents as well, actually. We've done well with sea serpents in this expedition that we've been on. Oh no, there's another island in front of us. This must be the one that we keep noticing when we sail up the coast. Oh, we're going to have to turn quite quickly, otherwise we're going to hit the land. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Okay. Any sea serpents? No, can't see any of them. Well, we're in the plains now, so I don't think they'd spawn. Oh, it's kind of this interspersed black forest and swamp. This is quite a large swamp island, this actually. Or quite a large chunk of swamp. It's good to know that. We've got some iron close by if we ever need it. And this is the Black Forest, okay. It looks like the island... Is this a dead end in front of us, or is this just more coast? It's really difficult to see off in the distance. It kind of looks like there might be a mountain in front of us. Oh, we're actually sailing away from where we want to be. I was kind of hoping this island would just end and we could sail towards our main Plains Island. Come on game, let's get back there please. We're pointing away from the island. We're actually sailing away from it now. This is not good. Although this is the island seems to end here, so let's turn this way. This is more plains. I suppose if we wanted to cheat, we could always just park the boat, chop it down, and just... Oh, no, actually, no, we can't. We can't do that because we've got too much stuff in the boat. I was thinking we could chop the boat down and just carry it across the island and put it back up, but then we'd have to make several trips back and forth because there's a lot of stuff in this boat, like a lot of black metal scraps and sea serpent meat and stuff. It'd just take too long. Oh, we need to turn, otherwise we're going to ground ourselves. There we go. Yeah, this is quite a big island as well. Like, literally, it's running perpendicular to our, perpendicular? No, parallel. Is it parallel? Oh god, maths. Math. I was never any good at it. Good with numbers, I'm just not good with the more specifics of math. I think it's parallel. I think it's running parallel with our other main island. It's quite big as well, actually. Oh, we're gonna ground. Oh, we proper mounted a little island there as well. I saw the boat kind of flatten out. Oh no. Right. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. We might actually have to knock the boat down here if we're unlucky. Come on, get off this little bit of land, please. Yeah, it's proper stuck. Oh, this isn't good. We might have to get the pickaxe out and mine away. Come on, keep pushing. Push. Push, little cart. Push. Oh, the boat is really shaking as well. It must be stuck on like a whole bunch of land that's just keeping it flat. Oh no, come on. Why'd you do this? Why do I not pay attention when I'm sailing? Oh, we might be free. We might be free. I think we're free. Oh, but we are still facing the island though, so we're going to have to, yeah. Oh, God. To be fair, we haven't encountered this problem too much in the playthrough. It's still frustrating, but I think I just hate it because I've encountered it a lot whilst playing Valheim myself, which is several hundred hours, whereas in this actual playthrough we haven't encountered it too much. I think I've been a bit cleverer in terms of our sailing direction so that we don't end up grounding ourselves constantly, although we have done it a few times. Alright, there we go. We seem to be free. Yeah, perfect. Nice one. Right, let's stay away from that. Oh god, there's even more in front of us. That just appeared. That's like a whole little island on its own. It just appeared in front of us. Jesus. What is this game doing? That looks like a rock there as well, although I think we avoided that. It's a tiny little rock just sticking up on the, like, just past our boat. I think we just about avoided that one. Oh, I'm so happy we found where Yag'Luth is. Now we can actually start making our way towards him so that we can actually get on with taking out the boss and moving on. Right, oh, if we get unlucky here, this is going to be a dead end. Please don't be a dead end. Please don't be a dead end. It looks like a little river, but it could turn into a dead end really quickly. Let's keep the mast out and keep sailing forward. Oh, actually. Yes, no, yes. Oh, what's that there? That is land to the right. Oh, we hit something. It's a big rock in the way. This looks like it's a pretty big river, actually. Difficult to see where we're supposed to go, though, with it being nighttime. Come on, where are you? Really hope this river kind of goes back to the other side of the island, otherwise we're going to be looping back round and making even more journey. Got meadows here, which is strange. This far away from the actual from the plane's base. Well, sorry, from our main base anyway. It's quite a large meadows collection actually. This is not something I usually see. Yeah, it's kind of interspersed with Black Forest as well. I thought it would be. Oh, we just hit something. That was a grey dwarf. That was a grey dwarf on the coast, and we hit him with the boat. Oh, I love it. That's perfect. That's revenge. That is for how annoying grey dwarfs have been. Oh, what's that in front of us? Oh, that's just another sea turtle. Sea tortoise. What would you call them? The big ones. They need something doing with them. They really do. You don't really like. Again, you can make the harpoon and you can make the dagger from the chitin or the chitin or however you want to pronounce it, from its back, the abyssal stuff. But other than that, it really doesn't serve a purpose. I kind of feel for them, but they pop up all the time. Right, we finally made it out, and we are getting close to the plains that we want to head back down the coast of. There we are. There's our home base right by the cloth here. So I say home base, our plains base right by the cloth here. So we are nearly done with this exploration, this 3-episode long exploration. Oh, apologies, I did, to be fair, I did give you a heads up about this. I did say there was going to be a lot of sailing in the plains, so you were forewarned. I'm just glad that we're done. Again, I do like the sailing mechanics. Which way are we heading? I'll just ping the map so I can see roughly what direction I want to head, so I can just straight line it so it's quicker. Yeah, I do like the sailing and the sailing mechanics, but there are certain stages of the game where you have to do a lot of sailing, this being one of them, and it can be a bit of a pain. I believe the Mistlands is another one, or it can be another one. You don't have to. If you get lucky enough with the Mistlands, you won't have to, but sometimes you might have to do a bit of sailing back and forth and trying to find more islands and stuff like that. I'm just glad we've got the wind. Well, we've got the wind in the best sense, or almost best sense, so we're getting decent, good speed out of this. It shouldn't take us too long at all. At least now we can start getting on with prep for Yag'Luth. We can start making stuff that we're going to need to take for that fight. To be fair, it's mostly just upgraded food, so making sure we're taking the top level food that we've got. Fire resistance meads, we definitely want 1 or 2 of those. I'm always a bit cautious when it comes to Yag'Luth. He's one of those bosses that, even though you might have killed him 100 times, he still can be a bit of a challenge. I will also say the fire resistance mead does kind of make it a bit, it just simplifies it a bit. Ah, look, there's our Locke's pen. Hello, beautiful Locks. How are we all doing? Hope you're all enjoying your captivity. Right, let's take all of that. Oh, you're kind of glitching through the wall there. That's a bit strange. There's 2 of you, I think. Oh wow, there's 4 of them in there? 5 of them? Yep, they've been breeding. I'm glad I left those cloudberries in there. Alright, let's give these guys a wide berth. I don't want to take you on right now, thank you. We pretty much just want to head back to base and start putting some stuff away, and we'll check on the plants as well, actually. Looks like there might be a fulling over there on the left-hand side of this. Let's avoid him. Is that a fulling? Oh no, the neck. That's just a neck. Right, we can ignore that. At least the plants are fully grown. We can tell that from here. Oh, we left the gate open. Fantastic. Well done, me. Is that Locke's coming for me? Please don't tell me he's coming for me. No, I think he is interested in fighting me. Okay, he's gone back now. See ya. Right, so let's pick all of this flax. Miss out on a whole ton of leveling up for our farming skill because we still haven't reached that point yet. Nope. Oh, he's attacking the neck. Okay, I thought he was attacking us. I can hear a fulling chuckling away as well. Well, they don't seem to be attacking the gate. Oh, we're at max capacity. That's not good. Attacking the gate, sorry. They don't seem to be attacking the wall, so I think for now we're pretty safe. Let's drop the CSUP and meat in there for now. Pick up the rest of this. We should be okay weight-wise, because we should be able to replant a lot of these. Okay, let's just put it in now. Might as well save ourselves the time. Oh, okay, he's attacking the wall now. That's not ideal. We should, one of those flax doesn't have the space to grow either. This should be fine. There he is. Alright, let's get you. Oh, apologies, that was my phone. It has a text message. I should probably check that in a minute. Oh, apologies. Oh, I did it again. I keep banging into my desk. Bloody winter with it being so cold. I have to huddle around this heater just to try and keep warm. Right. I'm of the mindset to plant pretty much all of the stuff we pick from here, just so that we get a really huge collection the next time we do it. The next time we come back and they're fully grown. It's a lot of barley here, though. I think there's at least 100, maybe? Yeah, I think there's 100 of them. I don't know. I don't think we'll replant all of them, actually. I think we'll keep on the standard rotation of either 30 or 50. I think we'll do 50 this time. Barley is the one that we need the most of. But even when you've finished upgrading all of your weapons and armour and stuff, and when you've finished using linen thread for the majority of stuff that you want to use it for, that does include the decorations and things like that you can make with it as well. I would still recommend keeping up with growing and harvesting flax. Don't have to get too much, but I would recommend at least having a collection of it, some stocks of it, just so that when we get to the Mistlands, if there are any recipes that need linen thread, we've got some ready to go, and we can look at making those recipes ASAP, rather than it's just adding extra steps of what you need to do to be able to do stuff. So if you've got some leftover stuff from a previous biome, and then you go to the next biome, and that next biome requires some stuff from the previous one, if you've got some stocks left over, it makes life a bit quicker and a bit easier. It means that you don't have to immediately go back to that previous biome and harvest some more things. Especially with us going to the Mistlands, which is very, very far away from home base, and it's quite far away from this base as well, so I don't want to have to keep travelling up and down the coast. Obviously, at some point, we are going to have a base in the Mistlands. From a recent comment someone left about them building a fortress of their own, I am hoping to build something quite substantial within the Mistlands. So the way it'll probably happen is I'll probably spend a bit of time in the Mistlands, obviously exploring and gathering materials and components and stuff like that, but then also hunting for some good flat land in order to make a good base on. Basically going to be like a stone fortress of my own. Right, let's shove the barley in the windmill. Probably, okay, we've still got some flax. Oh, the fire's gone out. We got any wood? Yes. Just chuck it all in there. Might as well fill it to full. I do like how long it lasts. Let's completely fill the spinning wheel as well. I do like that these things are automated. We haven't got that much linen cloth or linen thread. We've got 17 of it, so not amazing, but better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, let's just quick stack, get everything in the chests. Clear out the inventory. And put the flax in there as well. We don't have a few left over. We must have planted a few extra. Dump all of these. Oh, we were completely out of sea serpent meat, so yeah, we've only got 2 left in 2 cooked ones left in the main, like the cooked food chest. What are we going? I want to stick up this. Actually, do you know what? No, we're not going to stick it here. I was thinking we could stick the sea serpent's head here, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to stick to the plan I originally had. I forgot that for a moment there. We need to dump some stuff. We also brought back the hoe with us, which is not fantastic. Or is it the hoe? Not the hoe. What's it called? The cultivator. The planting tool. How's the honey doing? You're fine. We don't really need to collect you just yet. Nothing I can chuck in there. We're going to stick this sea serpent head. So behind that smeltery that's just in front of us there, I'm going to stick it above the doorway to our comfort base, our comfort room. I am also going to end the episode very shortly, so we might actually do that at the start of the next episode. We've explored quite a lot in these previous few episodes. I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, we'll do the decoration and stuff in our next episode, and we'll call this one very, very shortly. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. We've spent a lot of time at sea, and I shall catch you in the next episode where we'll start looking at Yag'Luth.